And it happened after the death of Moses that the Lord spoke to Jesus, son of Nawe, Moses' assistant, saying, Moses, my attendant, is dead. Now then, rise up to cross the Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I am giving to them. Every place upon which you tread with the sole of your feet, to you I will give it, as I promised to Moses, the wilderness and Anti-Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, and as far as the farthest sea. From the setting of the sun shall be your boundaries. No person shall stand against you all the days of your life. And just as I was with Moses, so I will also be with you, and I will not forsake you or overlook you. Be strong and manly, for you shall divide for this people the land that I swore to your ancestors to give to them. Be strong, therefore, and manly, to observe and act as Moses my servant commanded you. And you shall not turn aside from them to the right or to the left, so that you may be perceptive in everything you do. And the book of this law shall not depart out of your mouth, and you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may understand how to do all that is written. Then you shall prosper, and make your ways prosperous, and then you shall be perceptive. Look, I have commanded you, be strong and manly, do not be cowardly or frightened, for the Lord your God is with you in all places where you go. And Jesus commanded the scribes of the people, saying, Go into the midst of the camp of the people, and command the people, saying, Prepare provisions, for yet 3 days, and you are crossing over this Jordan, when you go in to take possession of the land that the Lord God of your ancestors gives you. And to Reuben and to Gad and to the half-tribe of Manasseh Jesus said, Remember the word of the Lord that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded you, saying, The Lord your God has given you rest, and has given you this land. Let your wives and your little ones and your livestock settle in the land he gave you. But you shall cross over well equipped before your kindred, every strong man, and you shall fight on their side, until the Lord your God gives rest to your kindred, as also to you. And they too inherit the land that the Lord your God is giving them. And each of you shall depart to his inheritance, which Moses gave to you beyond the Jordan, from the rising of the sun. And in reply to Jesus they said, All that you have commanded us we will do, and to every place you send us we will go. Just as we obeyed Moses in all things, we will obey you. Only let the Lord our God be with you, as he was with Moses. But the person who is disobedient towards you, and whoever disobeys your words, as you command him, let him die. But be strong and manly. And Jesus, son of Nawe, sent 2 young men from Sattin to Spies, saying, Go up and view the land, especially Jericho. And the 2 young men went and entered Jericho, and they entered the house of a prostitute, whose name was Rahab, and lodged there. And it was reported to the king of Jericho, saying, Men of the sons of Israel have come here to spy out the land. And the king of Jericho sent and spoke to Rahab, saying, Bring out the men who entered your house tonight, for they have come to spy out the land. And the woman took the men and hid them, and she said to them, saying, The men came to me, but when the gate was closed at dark, then the men went out. Where they went I do not know. Pursue after them, if you can overtake them. She had, however, brought them up upon the roof, and hid them in the flax straw that she had laid out upon the roof. And the men pursued after them on the way by the Jordan to the fords, and the gate was closed. And it happened, when those who were pursuing after them had gone out, and before they too went to sleep, she too came up on the roof to them, and said to them, I know that the Lord has given you the land, for the dread of you has fallen on us. For we have heard that the Lord God dried up the Red Sea before you, when you came out of the land of Egypt, and what he did to the 2 kings of the Amorites that were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og, those whom you utterly destroyed. And when we heard it, we were distraught in our heart, and there was no spirit left in any of us from before you, for the Lord your God is God in heaven above, and on earth below. And now, since I am showing you pity, swear to me by the Lord God that you also in turn will show pity in the house of my father, and spare the house of my father and my mother, and my brothers and all my house, and all that belong to them, and deliver my soul from death. And the men said to her, Our soul for yours unto death. And she said, When the Lord hands over to you the city, you shall show me pity and truth. And she let them down through the window, and she said to them, Depart into the hill country, so that the pursuers may not come upon you, and you shall be hidden there 3 days, until those who pursue after you have returned, and afterward you shall depart on your way. And the men said to her, We are free from this oath of yours. Look, we are entering a part of the city, and you shall set in place the sign. You shall tie this scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down, and you shall gather to yourself into your house your father and your mother and your brothers, and all your father's family. And it shall be that everyone who goes out of the door of your house into the street, he shall be liable on his own account, and we will be free from this oath of yours. And any who are with you in your house, we shall be liable. But if anyone wrongs us or also discloses this business of ours, we shall be free from this oath of yours. And she said to them, According to your word, so let it be. And she sent them away. And they departed and went into the hill country, and stayed there 3 days. And the pursuers searched all the roads, and did not find them. And the 2 young men returned and came down from the mountain. And they crossed over to Jesus, son of Naue, and told him all that had happened to them. And they said to Jesus, The Lord has given all the land into our hand, and everyone who inhabits that land cowers because of us. And Jesus rose early in the morning and departed out of Satine. And they came as far as the Jordan, and lodged there before crossing over. And it happened after 3 days that the scribes went through the camp, and commanded the people, saying, When you see the ark of the covenant of the Lord our God, and our priests and the Levites carrying it, you shall depart from your places, and go after it. But let there be a distance between you and it, as much as 2,000 cubits. You shall stand still, do not approach it, so that you may know the way whereby you will go, for you have not gone the way from yesterday and the 3rd day. And Jesus said to the people, Purify yourselves for tomorrow among you the Lord will do wonders. And Jesus said to the priests, Take up the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and go before the people. And the priests took up the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and went in front of the people. And the Lord said to Jesus, On this day I am beginning to exalt you before all the sons of Israel, so that they may know that as I was with Moses, so will I be also with you. And now command the priests who bear the ark of the covenant, saying, When you enter upon a part of the water of the Jordan, then you shall stand still in the Jordan. And Jesus said to the sons of Israel, Draw near here, and hear the word of the Lord your God. By this you shall know that a living God is among you, and with destruction he will destroy from before us the Canaanite and the Chettite, and the Perizzite and the Hivite, and the Amorite and the Girgashite, and the Jebusite. Look, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth passes through the Jordan. Select for yourselves 12 men from the sons of Israel, 1 from each tribe. And it will be, when the feet of the priests who bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth rest in the water of the Jordan, that the water of the Jordan shall cease, and the water coming down shall stand still. And the people departed from their coverts to cross over the Jordan, and the priests bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord in front of the people. Now when the priests who bore the ark of the covenant were entering the Jordan, and the feet of the priests who bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord were dipped in part of the water of the Jordan. Now the Jordan would overflow throughout all its channel system, as if it were the days of wheat harvest. And the waters flowing down from above stood still. A single solid heap stood apart very, very far off, as far as part of Kiriath-Jearim. And that which came down to the sea of Arabah, the salt sea, until it completely ceased. And the people stood opposite Jericho. And the priests who bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood on dry ground in the middle of the Jordan. And all the sons of Israel were crossing over on dry land, until all the people finished crossing over the Jordan. And when all the people finished crossing over the Jordan, then the Lord said to Jesus, saying, Take along men from the people, 1 from each tribe. Instruct them, saying, Take 12 stones at hand out of the middle of the Jordan, and when you have carried these over with you, lay them down in your camp, there where you make camp for the night. And when Jesus had summoned 12 men of the honored from the sons of Israel, one from each tribe, he said to them, Pass on before me, before the Lord, into the middle of the Jordan, and when each has taken up a stone from there, let him carry it on his shoulders, according to the number of the 12 tribes of Israel, so that these may exist as a sign for you, in place for all time, so that when your son asks you tomorrow, saying, What are these stones to you? Then you shall explain to your son, saying, Because the river Jordan failed from before the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth, when it crossed over it, and these stones shall be to you a memorial to the sons of Israel forever. And the sons of Israel did so, as the Lord commanded Jesus. And they took up 12 stones out of the middle of the Jordan, as the Lord instructed Jesus at the completion of the crossing over of the sons of Israel. And they carried them over with them to the camp and laid them down there. Now Jesus also set up another 12 stones in the Jordan itself, in the place that was under the feet of the priests who bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and they are there until this very day. Now the priests who bore the ark of the covenant stood in the Jordan, until Jesus finished everything the Lord commanded him to tell the people. And the people hastened, and they crossed over. And it happened, as soon as all the people had finished crossing over, that the ark of the covenant of the Lord passed over, and the stones in front of them. And the sons of Reuben, and the sons of Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh crossed over equipped before the sons of Israel, as Moses had commanded them. 40,000 well girded for battle passed over before the Lord for war against the city of Jericho. On that day the Lord exalted Jesus before the whole race of Israel, and they feared him as they had Moses, for as long a time as he lived. And the Lord said to Jesus, saying, Command the priests who bear the ark of the covenant of the testimony of the Lord to come up out of the Jordan. And Jesus commanded the priests, saying, Come up out of the Jordan. And it happened, as soon as the priests who bore the ark of the covenant of the Lord came up out of the Jordan, and set their feet on the land, that the water of the Jordan rushed headlong into place, and went as yesterday and the third day throughout all its banks. And the people went up out of the Jordan on the 10th of the first month, and the sons of Israel encamped in Galgala, in the part toward sunrise, from Jericho. And those 12 stones which he had taken out of the Jordan, Jesus set up in Galgala, saying, When your sons ask you, saying, What are these stones? Proclaim to your sons, Israel crossed over the Jordan on dry ground, when the Lord our God dried up the water of the Jordan from before them until they crossed over, as the Lord our God did to the Red Sea, which the Lord our God dried up before us until we passed by, so that all the nations of the earth may know that the power of the Lord is mighty, and in order that you may worship the Lord your God for all time.